unboxing is a poetry anthology by For Every Little Thing, Poems and Prayers to Celebrate the Day. It is edited by, or I guess just selected, June Cotner and Nancy Tupper Ling, and illustrated by Helen Kahn. And let's see, it is published by Erdman's Books for Young Readers, an imprint of Erdman's Publishing. Oh, beautiful end papers. And so it's about finding joy in ordinary moments. And it's sort of arranged from like the start of a day to the end of the day, waking up to falling asleep. Let's see. Let's take a look. So here's a note about the book. And it's about, I guess, just how you experience a day. Like it's like for all the little things. So it's basically like appreciating and celebrating a little moments of joy in a day seems to be the vibe of the book. And it starts off with Nancy Tupper Ling, who I know because she is local here to Boston, and she's a super awesome, I love her, a librarian as well as an author and a poet. Nancy also does this acrostic every Monday where she invites creators, authors, and maybe even illustrators to do an acrostic using their name that she publishes on her blog. And that's super fun. So we start off with morning. Oh, like, honestly, how can you not love this spread? It has a really old-fashioned feel, like I had a Mother Goose book that was illustrated by Gyo Fuji, I don't remember her last name, but a Japanese American illustrator back in the day when, you know, there were very few people of color in publishing. And that was like my favorite book growing up, because just the illustrations were so, I don't know, they're sort of so warm and friendly. I just love that book. I have it actually like downstairs, but it's giving me that same vibe. It's just like classic, timeless, I don't know, just comforting, you know. It's beautiful. And so here's how the day starts. And honestly, it's the artwork that's really making the poems like sing, you know. It's really setting the mood for something that's like cozy, to be, you know, to be savored and to slow down. And so we have sort of morning. I really like these kind of spreads that kind of show a whole scene, you know, how she sort of did it from the angle of the bird. And I like how the color bleeds in to the whole spread so that the background isn't always white. I think that's really pretty. And then on this page, the treatment's totally different. It's like framed by these beautiful birds and tree branches. I mean, I think with poetry, you know, because it's just, you know, it's words, and you can only do so much with the, you know, with the type treatment, that it is the illustrations that kind of, and how you design the book, that sort of frames the poem like, you know, like the way you'd frame a picture, and makes it, you know, its most beautiful. And so the world around us. Yeah, I actually like the scenes the best, the way they illustrate. And here they got, you know, 3 poems on the page. And, you know, your eye kind of takes you across where you feel like all these poems must be related to nature and the beach. Oh, and this one has an Asian theme. So here you see like Japanese references, the flag, the carp flag, and the Japanese flag, and kites, which I appreciate that. Different shoes. So I don't know if this is about shoes, but I do love how they're taking certain spreads and framing it. versus, illustrating one side with more words on the other. But I really do like how this illustration connects with this little, like little path that the single wheelbarrow kind of, when you push it, it makes this path, and it really ties that illustration together, and also just like beautifully frames that poem, which is like nice and long and skinny. So it gives you a lot of breathing space. I mean, honestly, I haven't even read the poems, but I just feel like the way this book is designed, it just feels like there's a lot of love and care. So of course, every poem will be amazing because it was just all so carefully curated. Yeah, it's just beautiful, right? All right, well, and here's about homes, and they're showing a diversity of homes. And animals. This is like something that would be a great bedtime story, because you can, you can start and stop. Like every page is sort of independent. And you don't have to remember, like, what happened, if we read the book 3 weeks ago and switched books. So I don't know. I think like definitely for April Poetry Month, but just in general to introduce kids to poetry, and maybe just doing, one poem a night in addition to, whatever other book you read. But I think that's just a nice way, and this would be the perfect book for that because it just feels very soothing, and would help kind of get you in that sleepy time, bedtime, frame of mind, relaxed and ready to fall asleep. So anyway, thank you. Let's see, who do I need to thank for sending me this book? I need to thank Erdman's Books. And thank you all for watching.